Hello, mathematicians. Today's lesson is called Adding and Subtracting Fractions and Mixed Numbers with, I'm adding a little spice here, with what we call an LCM. So what the heck does that stand for? LCM in math stands for the least common multiple. Least common multiple. And I'll explain what that is on the next slide. So let's get right into it. So what is a least common multiple? Well, here we have an example that says find the LCM, the least common multiple of a 4 and a 6. So the first thing we have to do is find the multiples of 4 and 6. What do I mean by that? Well, it's pretty easy. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 6 is 24. I could keep going. 4 times 7 is 28. Let me put like a ... there because I could sit here and do this forever. Let's work on the 6 next. 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 3, 18. 6 times 4, 24. 6 times 5, 30. And then 36. And then 42, ... So now I want you to look down these lines of multiples and find what you see that the two rows have in common. What do they match on? Well, I see a 12 here. See the 12s that match? Do you see anything else? Aha, the 24s match. I don't see anything else. Well, which one of these numbers is least? We want the lowest multiple. We've already done, these are the multiples that the two rows have in common. So that would be the 12, wouldn't it? So the least common multiple of a 4 and a 6 is 12. So why am I bringing this up? I thought we were working with fractions. Well, we are. Take a look at this first example I want to do. So remember when we added fractions in the last video? The setup was to bring the 1/4 down and to the left a little bit. Bring the plus sign. Bring the second fraction down. Create our boxes. So in the last video, I told you the easiest way to find a common denominator is to multiply 4 and 6. So I could make these 24s. In fact, if you look back at our multiples, sure enough, yeah, they both have 24 in common. But there's something smaller they have in common, which is that 12. You can grow a 4 to a 12 by multiplying by 3, and you can grow a 6 to a 12 by multiplying by 2. So if you want to keep the numbers smaller and easier to work with, you could use the least common multiple, 12. Now, if you use 24, that's fine too. You'll just be working with larger numbers. So let's finish this off. So 4 times 3 would give us that 12, and 1 times 3 is 3, and 6 times 2 is 12, and 5 times 2 is 10. So when we add together 10 twelfths and 3 twelfths, we're going to get 13 twelfths. And if you do your long division, or if you can do it in your head, 12 can squeeze into 13 one time with 1 left over. So we'll go with 1 1/12. Okay, let's try one more. Let's go back to our LCMs. This time, let's find the LCM of a 2 and an 8. Okay, 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 6 is 12. And maybe we do ... Let's do the 8. 8 times 1 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. 8 times 3 is 24. 8 times 4 is 32. 8 times 5 is 40. And 8 times 6 is 48. All right, do we see anything in common in the 2 rows. I see it. It's going to be this 8. Even though this guy starts with 8, since 2 can grow up to an 8 with multiplying by 4, we can use 8 as our common denominator. So I have an example here where I have 2 and 8 as my bottom. So I have 1/2 plus 3/8. Now I know you can make your common denominator 16. You sure could, and it'll all work out just fine. But if you're looking to keep your numbers smaller, you could bring your half here plus 3/8 equals. Get our fractions going for equivalency. Okay, so if we make it 8, and I know that's the very same number, that's okay. 2 can grow to 8 through multiplying by 4. 1 times 4 is 4. 8 stays itself with multiplying by 1. And 3 times 1 is 3. So 4/8 plus 3/8 would give us 7/8. That's proper, so we don't have to mix it, and it's not reducible, so 7/8 would be the final answer. So I just added this video to our collection in case you're the type of person that doesn't want to always multiply the denominators. You could have made it 16, but you can keep it smaller by making it 8. Okay, thanks for watching, and happy trails to you.